Scholars, welcome back to the counselor's office. We're just going to do a short video one because I'm late and because I just woke up like an hour ago. You can tell because the hair is all fritzy and whatnot. I'm not going to lie. I was up all night playing Iron Banner and Destiny 2, which is something that I never thought I would say, but I got the God roll Fellwinter's Lie, and I'm going to tell you right now, as a Titan, running around shoulder charging everyone with a shotgun, 1-2 shotgunning, it's crisp, it's clean, it feels right. I know I'm playing the meta slave, but damn, it feels good. Running around like a fucking ape. Oh, sometimes it just feels right, especially as a Titan. I know a lot of you are like, why? Why have you gone to the dark side? Especially if you're playing Eruption and you could just spam slams like crazy. That's what I'm doing. Just thunder crashing everyone else's super and being a dickhead. Anyways, actually having fun with Destiny 2 PvP. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Anyways, you know who's not having fun with Destiny? Woo! That's not what I wanted. I mean, there's the intro. It's 2-second intro. People were upset about it, the intro. Well, you got 2 seconds of it instead of the full thing. We're waiting on the final twid. I will be reacting to that, so you're getting double today. There you go. And that gives me time to wake up and go eat some, lunch now because I slept way too in. But we're getting a lot of bad news about gaming in general. I mean, it's not looking good. Watch my previous video where we go over all the things that are happening and why it's just not good for the gamer. But I told you guys that we would start seeing former Bungie developers come out and talk about things. And so we have one. I got laid off from Bungie by A. Maldo. I was laid off from Bungie and I want to talk about it and share what my next steps are for the channel. I don't know. I don't know who they are. A. Maldo. I don't know what they did. But apparently they have a channel. So we're gonna listen to them, see what's the plan. What does life look like after getting fired from Bungie? What does life look like? And that's kind of where we're gonna go. We're gonna watch this and see what happens.
Different type of video today because, well, as you've probably seen in the title of this video, I got laid off from my job. I've never mentioned this on my channel before, but for the last 4 years, I've been working at Bungie. If you don't know who Bungie is, it's a video game studio. They're responsible for making games like Halo, Destiny.
I'm going to keep saying this, though. Stolen Valor. Most of the most important people that made Halo are gone. The only one that was roughly important was like Jason Jones. And let's be honest, he didn't really do anything for the past couple of years.
And Marathon. I mean, honestly, I kind of have to explain that part because I've been asked so many times where I work and it's followed up by, is that like some sort of Bungie cord company? And I mean, I guess that kind of does make sense. But last week I was notified that my job had been impacted and I had been let go alongside so many of my colleagues. I mean, if you stay up to date with the news, I'm sure you've seen this already. It truly is a sad day, not just for myself, but for so many hardworking people. Now, obviously, I'm sad and disappointed. In some ways, it's even hard to understand. I mean, it's kind of like a cycle. Sometimes you're feeling a little bit better. You're kind of starting to feel like normal. And then you kind of start feeling a little bit gloomy again. And it kind of doesn't make any sense.
I'm actually, to be honest, I'm actually surprised. I just noticed this light is so goddamn bright. No, I look like a Christmas tree. It's great for the green screen and it balances out, but it doesn't look good without it. Sorry. ADD, I'm looking over on the camera, like the OBS, and I'm white. It's like, I'm not that white. It always surprises me when you hear developers and they're like, I got laid off. It's like everyone but them realized that this was going to happen. I saw this. Everyone saw this. We saw how bad Bungie was doing. You don't devalue your company by almost $1 billion. No, sorry. Yeah, by $1 billion and not have layoffs. Everyone saw this coming. the fact that everyone is and who seems to be okay, go right. Ooh, sorry. Everyone that seems to be talking about the layoffs that were from Bungie are like surprised, and I'm like, why? Do Bungie developers live in such a condensed bubble? Like they block out. They're like, we're in our little world. Nothing. We're not going to pay attention to anything else. Like, there's no way that you're that oblivious to your own company, your own studio, and what Sony's doing. Like, I'm just always flabbergasted to that. Like, I'm always self-aware of my position in the grand scheme of my job and what's going on with the district and what's going on with people higher up, because their stupid choices impacts my job as it trickles down. It's wild to me. Like, everyone saw it coming except for Bungie developers.
And I'm sure there's people who have been laid off before and they completely understand what I'm talking about. I've never been laid off before, so these feelings are brand new. I've always left a job on my own terms when I've found something else or moved.
And that's a good point. For some of these developers, like for Bungie now, like the remaining Bungie, if you stay and get laid off, I cannot show you any empathy or sympathy. It is so blatant that your job is not secure. You are in the danger zone. The house is on fire. There is no surprise. It's time for you. You should start planning a new job, finding a new job, a new career, something. It's time to go. The ship is sinking. People are so like, don't lie to yourself. Don't let the little weirdos on Twitter. This is my advice as someone who's actually using their brain. Jump off the Titanic. It's time to go. It's time to move on. Marathon's not going to carry the rest of the studio. Marathon's never going to be successful. It's never going to make money. Jump off the ship. Jump off the ship. Find a new spot, a new job, whatever. Make sure you take care of yourself first. Fuck the studio. Fuck the people that work there. Take care of yourself first.
Move somewhere. So yeah, this is all pretty fresh to me. This is all new. I'm in unknown territory for myself. My title when I was at Bungie was mostly employee services administrator, and then in the last year I got bumped up to senior administrator. Basically,
I just wanted to read that. He's doing the Paul Tassi thing.
Services administrator.
All right, there we go. So 3 years. So that's really not a long time. Nope, 2022. I own the strategy and no, that is only like 3-4 years. I own the strategy and execution of high impact studio operations, degree of autonomy. Like, were you the one that was overseeing the independence of Bungie? Is that what that is? I'm not savvy. My focus is on navigating ambiguity and leading whatever it is. Yeah, whatever it is, I'm sure Sony don't want you. They are going to navigate everything now.
Administrator, and then in the last year I got bumped up to senior administrator. Basically, I handle things like vendors, on-site, off-site events, studio-wide projects, basically logistics, and I did a lot of stuff in Excel spreadsheets. It's kind of like the dirty work, as some of you might say. But at the same time, I kind of like the role because it didn't just silo me into like a certain sector of the company. I was able to kind of communicate and talk to just about everyone.
Oh,
which I honestly thought was pretty cool. A lot of my time was spent in the office, meeting people face to face. And while I do prefer remote work, I can't lie that being able to meet people and communicate in person definitely had an impact, especially an impact on how I felt at the company. It felt really good at the company. It felt like I knew a lot of people, and I think that was due to me.
I'm going to say this right now, and it might be a hot. If you make a product, you should not be able to make it from home. Sorry. I'm not sorry. If you're going to make a good product, I think you need to be able to see people, interact directly into them, and people need to micromanage your time. Just like I feel like the other way should be true. I think the company and the employees should be able to micromanage its leaders. which was definitely a thing for Bungie because their leaders just did whatever they wanted, made a hot mess, obviously. But I do feel like working from home, I don't believe you can make a good product, or at least the best it could be. I don't believe it. Now, if it's different for other positions where it's not that big of a deal, but I feel like when you're making a product, you can make a pizza at home, but it's just not the same as making it at the restaurant.
Me being in the office and just meeting people for so long, which I think is a reason why losing my job here is a bit weirder and harder for me to wrap my head around at the moment, because I really like the team mentality, and it was really just vastly different from the other places that I've worked post college, which oddly enough, Bungie felt like that in a way. It felt more like a college workplace, if that makes any sense. It was just a super collaborative environment. I know it does no good to like dwell on the past, but things are still pretty fresh.
Felt like a college. I mean, as someone who's spent a lot of years in college, not really what you want to hear about someone who makes products, because there's some college kids I would not trust to make a video game. Especially they're out there partying and taking shots.
It's kind of hard not to be nostalgic and kind of look and remember the people and things that you did just literally a month ago. And it's definitely hard to wrap your head around when you're like, yeah, it's finite. Like it's over, like it's done. And yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and be bitter. I'm not. I mean, I had the time of my life working at Bungie, and the last 4 years have been great. They were definitely a lot better than the 4 years at other companies that I had spent. I had a great time. I met and worked alongside some of the best people in the industry. I learned so much and grew as an individual here. I was able to accomplish things and do things that I honestly never thought I would be able to do, especially when I was in school. So I never thought I was going to work at Bungie. I remember when I first moved up to Washington State, and my wife was working at Starbucks back then, and she told me a few people from Bungie came in and were ordering coffee, and I just thought that was so awesome, like so weirdly cool, because I was like, first of all, I didn't even know they were in Washington. I honestly never looked up to the.
How would she know? She works at Starbucks. How do you know that they work from Bungie? Were they working Bungie shirts, Bungie badges? Maybe. That has to be the thing. Like, cause I know if you're on the clock and you're wearing your badge or wearing your shirt. Well, also people wear Bungie shit all the time. Like, you see people wear Destiny shirts all the time. So you could have assumed that they worked at Bungie. I don't know. It's just interesting. Starbucks.
Out of the office. And two, I was still playing Destiny 2 at the time. Like, I was remembering, playing Halo, and I'm just like, there's this mystique around gaming studios. I didn't even realize that, come to find out only a few years later, that I'd be walking through the front doors of the studio as an employee myself. Which, yeah, I mean, like, the thumbnail shows it, but like, this is from the marathon launch party, and trying to see if I can get it.
See, and this is a snapshot when everything started going downhill. This is where everything started going downhill, was when they launched and had a party. They were celebrating. This is the end of Bungie. They didn't know they're having a good time. Like, it was nice working with you guys. This is the nail in the coffin. This leadership is putting us in the box. Let's celebrate. Let's have a good time. Now it's time that we all start putting the fries in the bag.
There it goes. Yeah, I got my YouTube handle right there. There's a photo of me. Got this cool destroyer.
Yeah, so cool.
Image
Ooh.
On the back. Got this like PlayStation.
Oh, you got
controller.
The shitty one.
Pretty cool.
What? You got the shitty one? Get the green one at least. The green one at least. I know that one has a symbol, but the green one doesn't even look necessarily like Marathon. The green one looks sick. The lime green one looks sick. Especially, it honestly it looks better if it was on Xbox because it makes more sense. But yeah, it's a shitty generic. I could put stickers that make it look better than this.
Yeah, probably not gonna open that. That's
Oh, it's a collectible.
cool little.
Yeah. You want to hold on to that because when Bungie shuts down completely and Marathon ceases to exist, you're gonna be like, I have a piece of like contraband. This contraband. This is from a game that helped finish off Bungie. Let's be honest, leadership killed Bungie, but Marathon was the final bullet in the chamber. Go. You want to keep that contraband.
Just in the box, I feel like. But yeah, this is like the first thing I got when I started working there. I mean, like one of the first things. I don't know if you can kind of see that there, but like Bungie Noob 2022. This is like a noob sword that you get upon like working there. Cool little wooden.
Why a sword? Wouldn't they give you like? Why a sword? It just confused me. There's so many iconic things that could have gave you, but they gave you a sword.
And sword that I can prop up on the wall now.
Yeah.
There's some cool little items that I've gotten.
The sword that Bungie died on.
And there's so many more, but these are just the ones here around my my desk right now. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just like you guys. Was a kid playing Halo on my original Xbox, Halo 1, 2, getting a 360, playing 3. Then, like I said, playing Destiny 2 while I was in college. Never once did it cross my mind that I would even be able to work at the studio alongside the creators of these games that I've played for so many hours throughout.
Well, first off, you probably worked with the C team because probably a lot of the people that made Halo are gone. So there's that. You got played. And secondly, you know what they say: never meet your heroes. In this case, never work with your heroes.
Throughout my life. So yeah, I'm incredibly proud of the work that I was able to accomplish while I was there. Truly, it was so awesome. I think I left my mark on the studio in different ways that I think are going to be there for a long time. I'm truly going to miss it, which is like why this absolutely sucks. It's kind of hard to accept that all good things have to come to an end eventually, and I can't grow if I'm just staying stagnant. There's this quote that I saw a while back that's like definitely 4 times like these, and it's
Wait. About growing and being stagnant. You were fired, my dude. You didn't leave because you didn't feel like you were growing. In fact, if you were never laid off, let's be honest, you would have stayed. If you were never laid, like, what? I don't know. That statement really throws me off. And why do you have to get fired to grow? You have to lose your job to grow? I mean, that's almost like trying to convince, like, trying to say everything's fine with the house on fire. This is fine. I got my coffee mug. Like, you don't have to try to convince yourself that things are fine. You don't have to convince yourself like, oh, I need to grow. No. Sometimes life is shit, and it's okay to be upset and frustrated and a little bitter about it. Now, don't grow up and be a bitter old cat dude or whatever. Don't grow up and become a Karen. But you have a right to be upset and frustrated at the situation, and you don't have to grow from being laid off because it wasn't technically. I don't know if it was your fault. Like, I joke about Marathon, but it's not like directly you made all the shitty decisions. Like, maybe you did. I don't know. Maybe you deserve to put the fries in the bag, but I give some benefits of the doubt.
The windshield is bigger than the rear view mirror for a reason. What's in front of you is more important than what's behind you, and things like that just kind of keep me motivated for
that's a better way of looking at it.
Whatever that is, at least that's kind of like what I'm telling myself.
But I still think, like, and here's the deal: when you're driving, you're still looking at your rear view mirror. You're still checking your side mirrors to see what's behind you, because if you don't and you go too far one direction, you can get in a wreck. Especially your blind sides. You got to keep an eye out for your blind sides. The same thing with life. Like, you can look back and learn from what you see and get some knowledge so you can avoid having future accidents. But yeah, you definitely, you're not going to spend all your time driving looking backwards, but I think you should be able to do both. Learn, get that knowledge. In this case, just never work with Sony ever again, or anything related or attached to Bungie for that matter.
So basically, when one door closes, another one opens. I hope I'm not butchering that quote. I'm just gonna take some
Did the
time,
door
gonna
open?
play some games, before I'm thinking about what to do next. And I mean, yeah, luckily now I can, take some time and start making some more content, being a bit more frequent and consistent with that. I
Okay.
mean, like I'm going to have a lot more free time to make videos
I
after
mean,
all.
yeah.
And I did mention in my post that I'm thinking I'm gonna start streaming a bit. I mean, like that's kind of why I have
So, no plan, just going to play video games and start streaming. That's the backup plan, is let's just start streaming. I think maybe, was he like formerly, he has subscribers, so I don't know if he was formerly a streamer or not, but I would not put that in. Like, I think that is a bad idea. It's a really bad idea to put your eggs in the basket to start streaming. Like, maybe for a hobby at this time, but like, I would not consider a job unless you are actually popping off. Like, I think that is a really bad move. And you can't expect the
up here
community to help
streaming
you.
just some games. I mean, I've made so many videos about backlogs and like how to beat your games. Maybe we can just beat some games as like a YouTube channel or a community for a bit. Just maybe get through a couple titles. I think that would be kind of cool. So yeah, let me know in the comments below if you have any interest in that and if you have any games in mind. Currently, I'm playing GTA 4, so maybe
Play some classics. Play Return to Castle Wolfenstein. Love that game.
kind of start with that one, finish that one out, and then move on to another title. But yeah, I'm gonna see how far this channel can go in the next few months before moving on to my next journey. But I wanted to let the channel know and kind of get it off my chest, about what's kind of been going on in my life. And yeah, I mean that, hopefully some good things happen from here on out. And I hope that you're open to coming along that journey with me in the next few months. And I mean, I'm not going to stop making YouTube videos. I've been making YouTube videos the entire time I've been working here. Nothing
Wait, have you?
change. Hopefully, like I said, I can just be a bit more consistent with that.
My general thought, like, let's see, what will you make overall? How are we doing? Let's look at the overall count. 34K, 15K. I mean, that's pretty decent. Like, I don't know how much, like, views definitely matter, but you also want to know, like, how long, what's the consistency of videos? Like, the nice thing about my videos is that they are long, but people who really watch me watch multiple ads in those videos. It's not intentional. I just yap a lot. But yeah, you're just gaming, playing games. I mean, you might be able to make some money. My advice is, I think especially with how I see, like, even my students, they're like, I'm going to be a content creator. That's my future. I'm like, no, you never plan to be a content creator until you are an actual, like, content creator, like that. You've made it. You don't position your life around trying to make it. You position your life after you've made it. Like, it's so everyone wants to be famous. Everyone wants to be a celebrity. Everyone wants to be a content creator. Everyone wants, like, just do it for a hobby. Do it for the fun of it, which is why, like, most of my stuff is just me doing reacting to things I, usually react to myself. Or if I play or stream, it's just because I'm deciding to play a game for that time, or and stream it and chat with some people. Like, do it very casually. That way you can focus, and I would already be looking for a job. And then after you get successful, then you can, decide whether you continue on with your career or go full-time content creation. But I feel like it's the idea of, like, I'm just going to sit and play. Like, I think being laid off, there's a lot to unwrap there. Take your time, go through the stages of grief, go through the stages of, taking care of mental health. If you need to play some games, take some time. But I wouldn't take the time to sit there and just make content and see if it works out. I feel like that's a horrible plan. That's a horrible, horrible plan, and especially with the economy. Unless you've got some bank stacked where you can afford it, which even then, I'm always trying to have backup plans for if things fail out. You never know. Always prepared for the unknown, especially if you need the extra funds. Always plan for the unknown. So that's what I would think. Like, I hope he does pop off. You know, it's kind of, you know, I don't wish ill will on anyone. At the same time, you know, anyone that currently works at Bungie, you're going to get what you get. And I have no empathy or sympathy for you. Like, at this point, both your leaders and Sony have shown they do not care about you. Hell, Sony has shown they do not care about their consumers. They just care about making shareholders happy and making money, and that's all. So at this point, like, I personally would, you know, always think that while I'm working that job, there's a target on my back. I would not want to be there. It would cause me too much stress, and no one obviously would appreciate the work that you actually do. But you know what? Good luck. Take care. That's all I gotta say. But look for another job just in case. You know, don't get, because then what happens is if you may not be able to get the job you want. You might actually be stuck putting the fries in the bag. So that's something to consider. Don't be, you know, let it be a hobby. Don't let it be a career. Because when it comes to streaming, because unless you make it, it's a waste of time. Unless you're doing it for just fun, then it's always a good time. Anyways, I'll see you later.